It's day 7. I am still sick. I am feeling better, but my throat is killing me, so I'm going to try to keep this morning's stream short. Today I want to talk about thirst. This book came out this year, and this book, Thirst, this is written by Scott Harrison, the founder and CEO of Charity Water. And there's a lot in this book. It's a good story. I listened to it on Audible first, and I listened to it over the course of a couple weeks, but it wasn't a book that I wanted to put down, so to speak, or stop listening to. What's nice about the physical copy that the audiobook doesn't have is it's full of pictures that help illustrate a lot of the stories that are told in here. But this is a story of Scott Harrison's life, and we'll talk more about Scott Harrison in one of these morning streams, but he kind of a story of redemption, how he came out of a rather meaningless life, and how he came to found Charity Water and raise awareness for the global water crisis and money, and start actually building wells on the ground and solving these issues. This book is the reason I'm doing the Stream for Wells challenge. I think this really helps illustrate the issue in a way that we can really understand. I'm trying to impart some of what I got from this book and my other readings through these morning streams, but this book probably does a far better job. If you like reading anyway and you buy books, I would highly recommend picking it up. The other thing that's cool about this book is, lower this so we can see it. The other thing that's cool about this book is buying this book unlocks a donation. So if you're on the fence about whether or not to donate, but you're interested in the problem and want to learn more, or you're just a reader in general, and you would normally buy books, then this is great, because it costs like $17 for a hardback on Amazon. I think it's like $14 on Audible. If you buy the book, it unlocks a $30 donation, meaning that somebody else has already pledged to donate money for every book sold. And all of the proceeds for the book go back into clean water projects and back to the charity itself. So maybe you're not big on donating, but you are big on reading. This is a great way for you to support a good cause and learn more about that cause, and really read some fantastic stories. I mean, the stories in here, everything from Scott's own life to meeting individuals that were afflicted by tumors before he got into the water issue, to the villages, to water projects that were incredibly difficult to solve. And sorry, I'm trying to speak up, but my throat is just not allowing me to. So I would highly recommend this book. And like I said, maybe you don't want to donate to the campaign, or you're not decided yet, or you don't want to give to the spring, but this is another great way to support access to clean water and educate yourself. And I think if you're like me and you read the book, you'll probably find yourself wanting to do more after you finish it. Maybe that's a scary prospect, but I like the idea of being motivated into action, and I think this book does an excellent job of that. As you can see, I've decided to live stream myself every time I drink something for 30 days, so that's a hell of a motivator. All right, so some quick challenge updates, and then we're gonna get off this thing and try to stick to no talking. I did take today off work because I've been quite under the weather. I'm fortunate enough to live in a place where we get things like paid days off work. It doesn't mean I get to stop this challenge though. It's a 30-day challenge. I gotta tell you, I wanted to quit quite badly yesterday. And every time I wanted to quit, I just kind of thought about how much worse it would be to be under the weather, sick, and not have access to clean water, in addition to being able to stay hydrated with liquids of my choice. I had really bad chills and a fever yesterday, and I took, hot showers, a hot bath. We have a hot tub in our rental house. I jumped in that for 30 minutes. So all these other areas that I just had access to clean water that really made this sickness, bearable. I'm still a little baby about it, but, it made it less bad, and felt like I was doing something about it. And in these places of the world where they don't have access to clean water, I mean, the hydration and then using water for therapy and heat, I mean, that's just beyond privilege, beyond anything. So in a way, I'm thankful that I got sick, because it makes me that much more grateful for the water that I do have and what I have access to. And I did a lot of streams yesterday. I think I had like 14 or 15. Didn't sleep well last night. Had a few middle of the night streams, for once not due to the children, just because I was waking up. My throat hurting really badly. So we're 20% of the way to our goal of raising $3,000. $3,000 will bring clean water to approximately 100 people. I think that's a great ratio. $30 for every one person to bring them clean water. That's not just for a month or a year. That's a permanent water project that provides clean water to that person in that community for hopefully a lifetime. We're talking about semi-permanent infrastructure that, when maintained and cared for properly, lasts a very long time. Yes, we're over $600. That's great. Which is we're 600. If we're getting about $100 a day, that will get us on track to raise the $3,000 within the 30 days. My campaign's open for a little longer than that. It's open through the end of the year. So we'll have some time and wrap up where hopefully people will keep sharing and maybe doing their own challenges to help get us the rest of the way there. But we're on our way. 100 people. It's a lot of people. And yeah, the problem's big, but it's every person counts. That's the thing. And if it was your brother, your sister, if it was you, if it was your friend that didn't have access to clean water, that one person would be a really big deal to you. So speaking of one person, since this book unlocks a $30 donation, buying this book effectively brings one person clean water. So it seems like a pretty good deal. I'm gonna get through the rest of this tea. Gotta issue out some challenges today. Not sure who I'm gonna challenge, but I'll figure that out here shortly. Yesterday, my cousin Benjamin accepted the challenge and did his 24-hour stream, and he's already challenged 2 other people. You will see if either of those individuals accept. So thank you, Benjamin, for raising some awareness with your community to the global water crisis. All right, that's about all I got. My throat doesn't have much more in it. Tea's gone. We're almost done with the first week. Not counting today, 23 days left. We're gonna do it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry my energy's a little low today. I'm hopeful that tomorrow we'll be back to at least 70 or 80%. Hopefully be back to work. Get this thing going again. Rev up the excitement. Rev up the engine. Get some people excited about clean water. All right, love you guys. See you soon.